All right, so I'm going to turn on some sprinklers over here. So I just have this flat sprinkler hose set up that kind of goes all throughout the garden just to get some extra watering done, like some deep watering versus me just standing there till I get bored and stop, holding the hose. At least this, you can kind of leave it and let it just soak the place up and fill in all these bald patches. So all this grass is going to fill in, and all the weedy grass is starting to die off, as you see, because we treated it with weed and feed already twice so far within the past season, because it was pretty bad. It was pretty dry. Our winters are very dry here, to the point where the grass dies out and then the weeds just kind of try to take over. But yeah, so I've got this watering hose here, and it's just, I'm getting wet. And it just kind of fills in the blanks, it just fills it in. This is a nice buffer for when, you don't have any rain. You just make sure that you're watering, and all this baldness, it'll fill in. It'll get its fill of rain once the real rainy season starts. It's usually towards the end of April, beginning of May here in Central Florida. And then everything gets like green, green, green. And everything starts blooming and flowering by May. So like this crepe myrtle blooms, and that one there. And the hydrangea this year looks so super weak, even though I have fertilized a couple times. I don't know, they just don't do well here in Florida. So I don't know. But anyways, they usually flower, and all the fruit starts fruiting. Just everything just starts coming more like to life at about May, June, July at its peak. And then starting in August, things start to kind of like die back a little bit. But not really until closer to late September, early October do you start seeing all the leaves falling. And then this tree right here, the Royal Poinciana, the flamboyant, it sheds like 60% of its leaves. So all these teeny tiny little leaves just start falling, and they get all over the place here, and it's just a mess. But I don't care. I don't care about that. It's beautiful. I don't mind blowing it out of here, sweeping, whatever I have to do. It's gorgeous. This is the guava. And we have another loquat over here, aka Japanese plum. Huge, huge leaves. But yeah, I just can't wait. I get so excited to see everything growing. I hate when it's just constantly raining, because I can't spend time out in my garden and just explore like I'm doing now. But it's kind of, it is what it is type of thing. Let's take a look and see how the Suriname cherries are doing. Oh my goodness. They are so big. So big. Look at them. It's just so full. So imagine when these start turning like a dark red, that's when they're ready. And look at a pineapple. Hi, you look so cute. Can't wait to eat you. But yeah, guys, everything is doing well. This part of the grass is super dead, and that's because of all the fertilizer that I put on there to kill off this bluegrass. Huge mistake years ago. I just put some bluegrass seed down just to be like a filler, and it never really fills in. It never really gets full, and it never really thrives here because it's not meant to be here. So when I put down weed and feed, it recognizes bluegrass as a weed, and it usually just kills it off, and then the bahia comes. So we shall see what happens. Still have like a gash right there from when we dug for the plumbing for the tiny house in the back. But it'll get to where it needs to get. I'm not so worried. You know, grass is usually just kind of like a portal to feed your plants anyways. You know, when you water here, all the root system from all these huge trees is actually running down here anyhow. So you're basically just watering your trees. I don't really care about having grass. I don't really care, you know, of taking care of it as a plant. It doesn't serve me any purpose, such as, you know, feeding my family or anything like that. But it is pretty, and it is a portal for feeding my other plants. So I've got to keep it healthy, because if chinch bugs and stuff like that get in there, that's it. It's going to eat the root system for my trees, and then I'm not going to have this beautiful food forest here, you know, with all the mangoes and the Suriname cherries and the loquat and papaya and coffee, and everything that I have will eventually die if I don't take care of the grass. So it's very important for me to maintain everything here. We got brand new papaya headed this way. Yeah, lovely pigeon peas. I'm about to pick all the dry ones. It's time to harvest. But if you ever want to visit, let me know. We will arrange for a visit for you to visit here, the Garden-in-the-Cloud. And we have an Airbnb that you can stay in. So, well, it's also Verbo Airbnb, whichever platform you choose. But you can come and you can pick these things too. Try to come around this time of year. It's perfect time. The weather's still great. It's not too hot. Just let me know, and we will send you a link and get you all set up. We'll see you guys soon. I'll talk to you later. Bye.